And here we are again, WoW Farm Adventures. ZC, which is the new zone, I believe, came out 10.1. Something Caverns. Is a dead zone. Thanks, Blizzard. Now, let me load this image real quick. Yes, go to... Go. Alright, so. Yep, this is the Caverns, I believe. Whatever it is called. Zaralek Cavern. As you can see, everything is up. These are the rares, these are the quests. I mean, quests are always up, regardless, unless you did them. But all of these silvers, I don't know what these horns are, might be events. Yeah, they should not be up all the time. This is now my shard during peak. Today I done my 14 kills on Karokta. Was in multiple shards during the day. On a Sunday, where they all looked like this. All or most rares and events were up and no one to help do them. I logged into an alt. Karokta was up. Listed a group and zip, not even a single person joined the group. Not only is there no one wanting to do rares because we can't more than once per 4 days, which is so fucking stupid. You know everyone's gonna do it on the first day. Let's be real. You log in first day, you knock out all of your fucking weeklies or bi-weeklies, and you don't do it again. Have a rare that drops a mount that historically would garner enough people within minutes to fill a raid. But nothing. Let's see, what mount does Karokta even drop? Probably something ugly as fuck. Mount. Yeah, bro, who the fuck would want to ride this shit? Like, aside from mount collectors, like, no one would ever use this. Are there any more pictures? Just the one? Yeah. I mean, it's not even a dragon mount, right? It's like, whatever. People are giving up, even on the mount farming, because not only you can do your kills once per 3 days. 1 day when it does not spawn. And that means you can spread your kills over the 3 days it is up. But also because the drop rate is utter garbage. Dude, honestly, I hate the drop chance that WoW has on the dumbest shit. Why is the headless horse mount 1% drop chance? There's no sense of achievement doing something easy and just being lucky winning the lottery. No one cares. Up these fucking percentages. Dude, mounts, in my opinion, if it's from something as dumb as this, 50 to 100% chance. Okay, might as well be 100. If you're doing 50, might as well be 100. Like, let's be real. There's no sense of achievement on doing this. You want mounts that have a sense of achievement? Lock it behind very hard to do shit. And ideally also time gated, but not necessarily. Every day it was up 14 times. I would join or list a group. Get 10 plus people every time. Some groups 30 plus. Other people in the mount discords doing upwards of 60 plus alts a day in raid sized groups. Before the change I seen the mount once. After the change I have seen it once. What? Before the change I seen the mount once. After the change I have seen it once. Since it is coming to the point where people are starting to hit Renown 20 and getting all their stuff done, the place is just getting more and more empty. And in the middle of peak playtime, yeah, not fun, Blizzard. This change needs to be reverted, because like myself, there are many players who are not just rushing all the rares and events down there. I still have many manuscripts to farm. I still have pets, transmogs, achievements, and worse is, since there is almost no one down there now, when the researchers event starts, you can no longer find anyone to help you. So getting those achievements done or for those still trying, getting them out is turning out to be nigh on impossible some days. Now, in my opinion, ZC is just as bad as, if not worse than the previous zones like this. Blizzard needs to, I don't know, add some originality to what they're bringing to these zones. All of them can be summed up as the same. You have the reputation zones, they're usually time gated. You have the rare farm, which is basically you running in circles around the map, killing all the rares, and they have a lockout, so you can do it like either once a day, once every 4 days, once every week, whatever. Obviously the world boss, and that's pretty much it. And maybe like, ooh, treasure hunting, but no engaging gameplay. Most of this you can do as a zombie while watching YouTube. It's like waiting at a spawn point. It's not engaging gameplay. Not even close to engaging gameplay. And all of these new zones that they're adding mean absolutely nothing. It is a wasted zone. Completely wasted. Oh, we're making content that is evergreen and is gonna last forever. No, you're not. I haven't seen any evergreen content yet. Okay? We all know there's gonna be profession changes in the next expansion. You're not gonna keep upgrading gear from your current profession upwards. So, oh, but profession is gonna be evergreen. How so? Because it's gonna use the same system? Well, it was using the same system from Classic to Wrath. And then Kata, they changed it. And then in WoD, they changed it. Then in Legion, they changed it. And then in BFA, they changed it. And in Shellens, they changed it. We already had an evergreen system for professions. Oh, it's more complex now, so it's better. No, like having professions as a evergreen system. Final Fantasy has an evergreen system for professions. Very, like, it's exactly the same, just new zones, new materials. That's it. Everything else is exactly the same. Maybe a new ability. Almost no revamps ever to the profession system. You think there's not going to be revamps to the profession system in the next expansion? Come on. You're going to have to change everything because everything is going to be useless again. Everything you're crafting now is going to be useless. Same with the talents. Talents are going to be evergreen. Talents were already evergreen. Since they changed them in Mob, they've been evergreen till Shadowlands. From Classic to Cataclysm, they were evergreen. And just built upon. They already had evergreen systems. Let's see what the replies are saying. Okay. Yep. Now, is there no one wanting to do rares because we can't more than once per 4 days? This isn't why people aren't doing rares. I didn't even know about that restriction. I just don't find them worth my time and they aren't fun gameplay anyway. Bam! Man is hitting them where it hurts. They are not fun. The rares are not challenging. You want a zone? You want a zone that's gonna bring in people? Make a Boja for the new zone. Make the bosses count. Make it so that if you do all the mechanics, you get a 1v1 against a different boss that is soloable and other people can watch. Boja, in my opinion, as much as like I prefer Eureka, I don't know why I prefer Eureka, probably because of the armor, but in my opinion, Boja is way more interesting than any zone. You know what? Boja is more interesting than all the zones combined that Blizzard adds with every expansion. Let's say it like this. Let's say in one patch, it's at 10.1, they added these caverns. They added Mortis, whatever it was called. I don't know, the Shadowlands zone. They added the Maw. They added the other part of the Maw. They added Najatar. In one patch, they would add all of these as content. Boja still takes the cake. Way more enjoyable. And I'm not even a big fan of Boja. But design-wise, so much better. Yes, even if you call out in chat or form a group, it's hard to find people willing to kill the new rare that drops amount. This is so different from Timeless Isles, Huolon, or Zereth Mortis' Hirukon, when you literally could not stop people from swarming the rare. Rare farming needs to be made daily, period. This change needs to be reverted. Definitely agree with this and everything else you mentioned here. That is a rare one. Oh my god. Hanji, mad respect, Hanji. You just got people to say that they agree with everything you said. For the most part, no one's even disagreeing with you. Yeah, let's see. So this guy... This isn't why people aren't doing rares. There's no reason to. What do I get from rares? Some useless crests and flight stones. I'm already getting my stones and actual useful crests from Mythic Plus and rating. Again, these systems need separation. Separation. It's like, oh, but we want our casuals to also enjoy the benefits of Mythic Plus. Why? Why do you need a casual to enjoy Mythic Plus if he's not doing Mythic Plus? If I don't care about Mythic Plus, why do I need to enjoy the rewards from Mythic Plus? I want to be good at world content, fight big bosses that you can't put in a dungeon. Make that happen instead. Have its own, like everything, like in my opinion, like just make everything its own progression at this point. They can intersect to an extent, but like the best gear for Mythic Plus is Mythic Plus. The best gear from Raid is Raid. Or like to be better in the Mythic Plus environment, you need to do Mythic Pluses. Level up a system inside of Mythic Plus that gives you bonuses or some shit. Pretty much me, I went in on my character that I've done things first. You know what Mythic Plus should be? Very similar to Fractals. Fractals are basically, like in Guild Wars 2, are basically dungeons. Then in order to do like the higher levels, I think past 25, I believe, you need to start having this resistance to like the corruption inside of a fractal. I don't remember what it's called. Anyways, the best way, now you can get some of it by doing other shit. You can get ascended gear, like jewelry and shit. You can get some of it doing world content and whatever. But to actually get all the ascended gear, which you, by the way, can craft, but that's another fucking whole problem as well. In order to get all the ascended gear, the best way by far is to do fractals. So by doing fractals, you get better for fractals. Other shit can help, but it's nowhere near as efficient past a certain point. And they should do something like this for Mythic Plus. And then Mythic Plus is not affecting the raid, because raid doesn't need to have ascended gear. I mean, it does have better stats, so technically it would still affect it to an extent, but you know what I mean. At least that's one way for Fractals to be its own progression system. I went in on my character that I've done things... first with, I guess. Did some of the campaign quests and a few digs, and didn't bother with rares because I'm over the type of gameplay loop. Yes. Honestly, I've been ignoring Z caverns, and when I went back to check something, I noticed people begging Trade to join the rare hunting group. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Zerth Mortis was pretty dead, I'd say, a month into it, perhaps, with the usual collectors. Honestly, once people got flying, I would say, which took them a month. Usual collectors doing their thing on the server I'm on. Z Caverns is just dead a few weeks in or so, because you don't need flying on the servers I'm on. Other full pop people probably still see activity. The place is a dud in my honest opinion. At least there were some people doing the rares before, now it's just dead, full shards all day. Yes, but the amount rares were swarmed before the change. It would never be up for even 5 minutes after spawn. Every spawn through all hours, the mount drop dies in moments. So I get his point, even if I don't kill them either. Rare farming is so boring, I can't bring myself to spend my free time doing that stuff. Yeah, you just stand there and wait for the spawn. Thought rares were daily, who thought increasing it to 4 days was a good idea. Probably some idiot in Blizzard's like, oh, that way they don't have to come in every day and kill it. Yeah, but then everyone does it on the first day and no one comes for the other 3. Anyways. The ZC is a dead zone. Thanks, Blizzard. 100% agree. I don't know why they find it so... You know what was fun about Timeless Isle? It was hard. That's all. All of the mobs were elite. If you overpull, you're kind of fucked. There was a big bad boss at the end of it that you needed to like work hard to get to because you need the legendary cloak and all that shit. Everything had a purpose. Then there was also like the dragon mount, which was one of the coolest dragon mounts. Second to like the... what do you call it? The Shah of Anger or whatever, the world boss that has a chance to drop the lightning black dragon. You could at least get the black lizard dragon. One of the cooler mounts so far. Again, I don't agree with the drop rate, especially not on the world boss, but at least was a cool looking mount. And everything had a purpose. Every zone of mobs had a reason to kill them. Either it be like certain materials, either it be like because it's a better farming zone, it has access to certain chests. Everything had a purpose in that area. The cave was fucking fantastic with the mini game inside where you have to like avoid the spirits on your way out and shit. That's why Timeless Isle was good. It was hard, it had mini games, it had purpose. What is the purpose of the ZC? Oh, just wait for the spawn of the rare. Get the fuck out of here, bro. How many times are we gonna wait for the spawn of the rare? Anyways, that's all I got for today. See ya in the next one.